In the previous session, we have discussed how curriculum is being designed with high emphasis on each of its important steps. Right now, we would like to share with you how PH Field Office used the same steps in coming up with a PH National Curriculum. But before that, I would like you to come with me as we would go take a trip down memory lane discussing about the milestones on the curriculum revision project. Everything started through the ELO curriculum in 2003. The curriculum was due for revision even before 2008. It was only in June 2008 that the project officially started. In this phase, participatory review and research was held. Focus group discussions and surveys were conducted together with the project field staff, teachers, and students as well. The whole curriculum review and revision phase was dedicated for research and conceptualization in this time period. In November 2008, the Curriculum Technical Coordinator was on board, working alongside the curriculum specialist in the whole process. In February 2010, 12 curriculum writers were tapped. These people are from the projects. They signify their interest to join in the curriculum revision project. I would like to share with you that the floor is still open if you would want to be part of the writers in writing the curriculum for Year 2 and Year 3. Here are some photos of the event. The 12 writers came from different places in the Philippines. They came from Northern Metro Manila, Bicol, Cebu, Bohol, Butuan, and Iligan City. They have attended a write shop prior to the writing phase of the project. I would like to share with you that if you're interested to join, you would still go through the same process in writing Year 2 and Year 3 curriculum. After that, pilot test came in July to October 2010, as it was conducted in 3 provinces: Bicol, Iloilo, Panay Cluster, and Davao. This is where we got very helpful comments and suggestions in improving and strengthening the curriculum, especially in the spiritual foundations aspect. They have given suggestions to make it more age-appropriate. More so, it was in this venue that we saw that the projects have different dynamics, and it also highlighted their teamwork. In November 2010, the scope and sequence was initially certified at the Global Ministry Center level. It was fully approved as a hybrid and unique curriculum in January 26, 2011. And we thank God for the Philippine team was commended for all our efforts. In January to February 2011, the initial orientation to selected groups were conducted. The facilitation team were also given the orientation, and so is the Northern Metro Manila cluster. In March to May, several events would still take place. One is the orientation to partners, which is simultaneous to the curriculum packaging process. And we would still be refining the how-to manual. And finally, in July 2011, the PH National Curriculum for Year 1 would be implemented and would be used by our partners in the field. Now we've seen the project's brief history. Let us now go into details and see further information about the curriculum design process and its framework. Seeing the general curriculum design process, now let's take a look at how we've patterned the Philippine National Curriculum into the whole cycle. This section is a mere introduction, as we would go into further details in the succeeding sessions of this training. Step 1 is assessing children. We considered the child development outcomes and indicators as we devised the age-specific milestones. This is used to track progress as a child achieves a skill. A helpful tool developed is the Child Development Checklist. Step 2, once we've called the results from the assessment and have seen the gaps, then we would be setting objectives for children. There are 2 types of setting objectives. First is the class-level analysis, where our teacher uses more detailed objectives and focuses on the milestones. The next level is the age group analysis. This is used at the program level as a summary which focuses on the indicator. This would also be helpful inputs to our PPBFs. The minimum skills or the milestones then becomes the basis in identifying minimum topics and packaging them into integrating themes, which is our 3rd step. The tool designed to organize the contents is the scope and sequence, or the outline or calendar of lessons to be learned by the children in a year. Step 4. Since the scope and sequence is just an outline, this serves as a guide for the teachers to write the lesson plans. This is also where we indicate the creative learning experiences, which would be implemented during the weekly learning activities, which is our 5th step. As the child regularly attends the sessions and adapts the skills into behaviors, it is but fitting to evaluate his or her progress through mid-year and year-end developmental assessments. And that completes the curriculum design cycle, its basis, and helpful tools to be used. If you have clarifications, comments, and concerns, please direct them to your live facilitator, for we would be having our question and answer portion.